I had thought to share this on the 25th of the 11th month, thinking that I was going to call this experience the Get Our Coom Rooster Spirit or something like that, but it turns out that my comment was more about that. But since it's a Friday, and the 25th was a Friday in 1430, so the 12th night hour, or 6:15 to 6:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, the 24th of the 11th month in 1430, Thani, Ashara, Laylat, Sa'ah. So it was a Thursday, September 12th, 2009. I received the following vision. I laid down listening to a recording of Abdul Ghani reciting Al-Quran, Suratul Ahzab, the recited chapter of the Allies, 33, 1 through 73, at 6:11 a.m. A few minutes later, the psychedelic flow became so intense that I no longer heard the verses in the background. The exhausted feeling left me, and I felt as if I was in a crowd of some very powerful beings. Then I saw and experienced what my heart had prompted me about. A fallen angel with a form like a rooster, with a nimbus shaped fin atop its head. It opened its beak of the fire-being realm, and a pile of gold arose out of the earth. Suddenly the view of this Awadriax, lower heaven, dark colors of the Dahw spirit realm seemed to rule over the variously colored Awadriax, lower heavens, around it. As a generous leader, it gave of its gold to the community around it. Those fallen angels went from the barren ground of their meeting to the lush fields where poor farmers and gatherers worked. These humans received gold from the fire beings and broke from their difficult tasks. When the gold was completely distributed, all the Awadriyaks, I'm using the Enochian here by saying that term, same thing with Ga, were left with flakes of gold. The most was left with their leader. One among the humans who received charities stood out from the rest. He stood upon a grassy knoll, in a peculiar pose, wearing strange blue pants. He bent his right leg as if to step up and to the right, while his left leg was bent as if to step forward. As if to step up and forward. His hands were cupped, with arms down to the side, like you'd associate with a gorilla. And my comment. Now when I say this Jinn was like a rooster, be aware that this is a simile about a metaphysical reality that I cannot express in clear terms. If I was trying to imagine such, I could not see it. No one can visualize or imagine anything metaphysical, nor can they be recalled in completeness. When I say he, I mean it, in the sense of not knowing a gender. An example of this usage is huwa in Aramaic, hu in the Arabic use, when they refers specifically to one of unknown gender. The who in Arabic is the non-specific person. Of course, it can be used for a specific person. And the who, or ha, in Aramaic is often used for a female as well. English carries on this gender neutrality. Some uses of him, he, men, etc. As for his pose, we should first look at the pants, which bear the color of the day. Next we see that the color of tomorrow. Tomorrow is known as Gedar Kum, the 25th of Dhul Qa'dah, and is said in Islamic tradition to be the anniversary of the day when the ground under Al-Ka'aba was leveled, the black cube. And that's Faqih 289, or 1814. This was done by Ibrahim when he raised the foundations of Al-Bayt, the house. See Al-Quran 227. Or the house at Mecca, or what has been called Mecca for at least 1600 years. Elsewhere it is said to have in it a reward equivalent to that done in 60 months. Badim. Okay. Al-Ikbaid in his 466th narration holds it as one of the 4 days of the hurry to Allah. The same Hadath, legendary saying, says Friday is another of these 4. It continues by listing other attributes of Al-Jumu'ah. It's the weeknight and weekday where the master of light beings is Gabriel, Jibril, Gabru'al, same thing. The Holy Spirit. Leader of the prophets is Muhammad. The day when Ibrahim was saved from the fire. Moses established Aaron like a banner. The fast day of Musa, Moses, and Isa. The day when Isa, Jesus, established Shimon, Al-Safas, his successor, Simon. And the day when Muhammad told the companions about the succession after him. The arms may denote a state between passive and active.